don't want to don't want to wake the sleeping baby, that is. Okay, I'm going to do a new video out here because the woman is sleeping and the baby's sleeping. It's early in the morning. Had a good late night last night, bachelor party and whatnot. So, alright, let me get this video underway. Okay, first the first part of this video is just going to be, or maybe this is the second part of the video, just asking questions. God, I feel so discombobulated, so I apologize for that. Okay, question number one. Going to bring it down to a more personal note. Why does it matter to people in general, and maybe to you specifically, whoever's watching this, what I call myself, or how I describe myself? If I call myself Venture Satanis, as opposed to Derek Dishaw, or if I call myself a Messiah, as opposed to some dude out there struggling to make his life interesting. Does it matter? And why does it matter? Who gives a shit? Why is that so important? Why is that such a focal point instead of something else? Bigger, broader ideas. Such as, question number two, this is for anyone, by the way. Originally I had Jason King in my mind, but I was also thinking of other people. The Left Hand Path, Cthulhu Cultists, people on the Sin Network, any of my detractors, any of my supporters, curious bystanders, whoever. Alright, question number two. I've done a lot of talking and a lot of writing on the Left Hand Path. So now I want to do a little bit of listening. So why don't you tell me what the Left Hand Path means to you, especially in regards to what I think of it. Am I doing it wrong? Are there things that I'm missing that I just don't get? Do you have a better interpretation, a better way than what I've come up with? Do you want to seriously question a lot of the things I put forward on the Left Hand Path? What it's about, what it's for, what it's moving towards. If you have your own plan, your own agenda, and it makes sense to you, and you can bring it forward, bring it across, have it make sense to other people, such as me, then go for it. And again, specifically, if you could mention things that you don't like that I've done, or things that you think I've gotten wrong. Maybe, hey, on the off chance, I've totally messed things up. I've got the complete wrong idea about the Left Hand Path, and like some of my detractors say, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. This is your chance right here. I'm giving you a little bit of an open forum, open territory. If you want to challenge my stuff, do it. Don't just pussy out and then on your little forum later or some other message board just say, like, oh yeah, this guy's full of shit. If I am full of shit, you believe that, then just come at me right now. Either make a video response or a comment, or let me know where there's an open discussion going. The Cult of Cthulhu forum or social network is fine. Other places that I'm not banned, fine too. Alright, number three is kind of related. Basically, I want to know what you personally are doing on a very personal, very solitary, if you wish, or as a part of a group. But what, the micro managing, kind of microcosmic, what are you doing? Because that's definitely going to affect the macrocosm, macro managing, as above, so below. So what I firmly believe is what you do on a personal level, just you, day to day, your own individual struggles. That's going to affect, in very small ways, like a little ripple effect. As a wave starts out, gets bigger, that's going to affect the whole thing. So tell me what kind of I don't know, either left-hand path shit that you do or are doing or have done. And sure, why not compare it to me, to what I've done? You know, I think I've done a fair amount for myself personally, and then of course that translates, and you can extrapolate and expand that to what I've done for the entire left-hand path. You know, you just grow it, cube it, or square it, or, you know, make it into a trapezoid, or whatever you want to do. So tell me what you do. You know, especially if you don't like Venture Satanis or the Cult of Cthulhu, and you think people like me are douchebags or full of shit or something like that. You know, tell me. Sound off. Give me your views. What you do that's better, or what I could be doing better, or, you know, your own personal path on the left hand. You know, the sinister way. Okay, that's the first or second part of the video, depending on how you look at it. Alright, this next part is actually asking for people's help. I'm actually asking for some sort of sense of not only community or belonging, but group action and, you know, mutual aid. I've been, you know, working out and trying to eat healthy for quite a while now. But there's certain levels that I just can't reach, especially with the diet. You know, like everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people, I like shitty food, you know. I like desserts, I like just bread. You know, I could have a dinner that's just bread and butter or something like that. Or, you know, pancakes with syrup. You know, because I eat it so little that sometimes when I see, like, you know, I usually don't go too far. Like, I don't eat like a bag of, or a box of donuts all at one time, or like 3 bags of potato chips. But sometimes I'll eat like a whole pizza by myself or something. And then like a couple cans of Mountain Dew. You know, that happened last night. So what I'd like to do is, I don't know, maybe part of it is just talking about it. Part of it is finding other people that maybe have similar goals. And that's just to get in a better shape, to look better, to feel better, to just feel like you're doing more with your life, I guess, and that you're making the most of yourself, living up to your potential, you know, all that shit. And it's hard. You know, sometimes I'll go the better part of a week, and I'll be really good, you know, eating the good things, the chicken breast, and eggs, and skim milk, and maybe fish, and salads, you know, things like that. Fruits and vegetables, yogurt. But then, you know, you have a couple days where you fall off the wagon, and it's just like eating pizza and burgers, and, you know, in moderation, that's not all bad. I'm not saying that you can't indulge in stuff like that a little once in a while, every once in a while. But, you know, I'd really like to commit to, you know, a stricter diet. I think in the long run, it's going to be better for me. Health-wise, it'll look better, feel better. But, you know, I'm weak. I have weaknesses. And I'd like to do better. So I'm asking for help, asking for, I don't know if you want to call it, you know, a coalition or a support group. People just helping each other out, talking about it, trying to find solutions maybe. But I think bringing goals out into the open and just talking about them helps. It helps bring them to fruition, and it helps, you know, actually do something about it. And that's what this whole thing is about. Doing something about it. Taking a little bit of action, a little bit of responsibility for yourself, and just fucking doing it. You know, not just sitting behind your keyboard and typing away, or, you know, making mindless videos just to do it. It's about doing something, you know, making a difference, affecting reality. So that's the end of this video. Yeah, Cthulhu Futak.